So thinking challenge again. In in vitro fertilization, the zonal pellucidal is sometimes artificially opened. Why is natural hatching mandatory before implementation can occur? Why is natural hatching mandatory before implementation can occur? The zonal pellucidal is sometimes artificially open. So the question is, why is natural hatching occur or mandatory before implementation can occur? Second thinking challenge question is, if the inner cell mass embryoblast dies but the trophoblast survive, what pathological structure develops? The blastocytes. The cleavage or the cleaved molecule, which is the morula. So they start differentiating, they start forming embryoblast, trophoblast, and a blastocyte cavity. The blastocyte cavity is just like a space, and the embryoblast is just like the morula. They have separated to form the embryoblast, which is the inner cell mass, and the outer cell mass, which is the trophoblast. Just that the morula have too many cells inside. So when this morula now differentiates to form inner and outer cell mass, so the inner cell mass is now called the embryoblast, and the outer cell mass is now called the trophoblast. So, and they now have what, this zonal pellucidal that is about to disappear, because now they have reached the uterine tube. So as they reach the uterine tube, fluid from the uterine tube starts migrating. As they reach the uterus, fluid from the uterus or the endometrial uterus or the endometrial lining starts migrating from the uterus to these cells, and as they start migrating from these cells, we now form the blastocytes. Cells are no longer totipotent. Hatching occurs on day 5.